Hi everyone, this is Lisa with Lisa Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you my very first on my channel full setup of a standard notebook, standard traveler's notebook. I'm super excited for this one because I've always said, hey, I'm gonna eventually come out here and do a notebook setup. And it's been 1.5 years and I never have. So here we are, we got it going on today. So this is a gorgeous Chic Sparrow Black Beauty in the creme leather, and you can actually buy this one right now if you were to go out to the Chic Sparrow website. I will link it below. This one's a little bit older though. It's got the deluxe pocket configuration on the inside, doesn't have the cascades, but everything else is probably the same. You're going to get the matching stitching if you order one. If you go out and order one, you'll get the matching stitching and you'll get this fantastic pen loop. I love this pen loop. It's my favorite pen loop. If I don't have this pen loop, I don't want it. Although I do have maybe one traveler's notebook that has a really, really old style pen loop, and I won't get rid of that one because it's the leather on it is divine. Never say never though. I don't know about how I'm getting along in here in this notebook because it's been a long time since I've been in a notebook. And I'm already feeling the limitations of it. So yeah, that is another subject for another time. But I'm trying to overcome some of the things that have been bugging me about traveler's notebooks, like not having things where I want them, not having lists where I want them. Yeah, so I got used to those discs and those ring planners, and yeah. I don't know how I feel about this now. I'm like, oh no, what'd I do? Yeah, but I don't know. It is a gorgeous setup. It feels fantastic. But she is heavy. You can see my little bows on top. This is from Pink Paper Plans. This one, I don't remember. I can link it below, and it's really super cute, but I can't remember where it's from. This is obviously an Ollie Block clip. And down here, I got these off of Etsy. That's no longer a shop. Cute little geisha and a fan. I think it was the shop called Tale to Tell, and she no longer is out there. It's been years since she's been out there. But I can actually make these. I make these a lot. If I'm in a traveler's notebook, I love to make little beads, hanging beads. So I can actually make these, and thank goodness I learned how to do it. Ali Brown has a fantastic tutorial on how to make these, and that's how I learned. So I can actually link that below if anyone's interested in that. I gotta remember all these links because this is gonna be a big link video because I haven't had a standard traveler's notebook setup on this channel. So this pen, I have a love-hate relationship with this pen. It's a Pilot Dr. Grip Multi, and it's a ballpoint pen. And it's a gorgeous color, but this darn thing skips. It skips. I think I finally got the ink going on some of these, and it's been less of an issue. So I'm going to see how it goes. But the only reason I bought one of these is because, well, I returned the first one, but I bought so many refills, and I waited too long to send back the refills. So I decided, okay, well, I guess I'll go ahead and buy another darn pen and just try my luck again. And sure enough, it still skips. So Unijetstream, people, that's the way to go. I do not like the Pilot Dr. Grip, which is weird because are they both Pilot? No, they're not both Pilot pens. Unijetstream is its own. It's a uni pen. So anyway, that's what's going on in here. I have not conditioned this leather in a while. I probably need to. I do like to condition my notebooks like crazy. Over here I have a pouch that's from Amazon, Sozaka. It was like 10 bucks or something. So pretty. And I have a bunch of stuff in here that I would normally have like in my ring planner, or stuff I would use for like on the go. I actually bought a planner tote, and I'm trying that out and see if I like it. Jury's still out, but I don't know if I need this giant tote, but we'll see. But anyway, I've got all my stuff in here. Just Post-its, Tombow markers, you know, junk like that. Kit card for this month. Just random stuff. Mostly washi and Post-its. So because I went a little post-it crazy in here. So you guys will see that as I flip through. And yeah, so, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts going through here. First of all, this leather cover. Oh my gosh, I miss a leather cover. Like a real leather cover that's whole, I want to say whole grain. Like a whole, I guess it is whole grain. Is it whole grain leather? I don't know. Whole leather, like full grain, whatever. Whole shebang is leather. It's not top grain, not split leather, whatever. It's just a big old piece of leather. And man, does it feel good. I just love this leather. So on the inside, I have some deco. I got this off of Pinterest, and I got it, she's got a big old glare on her, sorry. I got this printed off at Walgreens, or developed, I guess, if you will. I put it in Canva, and I did the dimensions for the Sterling Ink Common Planner, the front cover. It's like 8 1/4 by 4 1/4, something like that. And she fits in here. And I got some things from the Cocoa Daisy kit. Most of the deco, if not all of it, is from Cocoa Daisy. Like all the post-its you see here, this notepad, and that's really all I have in here. It's just post-its like crazy. And I got this Moterm thank you card from countless Moterms I've purchased in the past. And post-its, and this is post-its from April of 2018 or 2019. Maybe 2019. April, I think. I think it's 2019. Because I was in Rings all in 2019, and I remember this theme was in 2019. I was in Rings in 2019. So, yeah, Common Planner. So, I've had this Common Planner in my possession since last October. Maybe November. And I've just been petting it ever since. Just pet. Paper feels so good in here. So I decided to finally set this bad girl up. And I fell hard for this planner. I put the months at the top. These are Mandy Lynn Plan stickers. And I just love this thing. I didn't think I was going to love it this much. I love the space. I love the grid. I really do like it. It does have that Monday start that trips me up sometimes, so that might be an issue. So far, I've been in a Hobonichi week since January, and it's been okay. I don't really use my monthly all that much anyway. I use a weekly. And in my head, Monday is the start of the week, especially when I'm on a weekly calendar. So, you know, why not? All these stickers these are from Cocoa Daisy. This is from Midori Diary pack from Japan. This is Symposi Press, and I forgot where this one's from. It's Japanese. This is definitely my setup this month, though. I know a lot of people complained about this kit because they didn't like the colors for April. Totally understand that, but I love Japanese culture, and I lived there for 3 years. I can speak, I'm not fluent by any means, but I can speak some of the language. I might be able to speak to a first grader pretty well, so yay, go me. There's no way I could have a conversation with an adult, I don't think. But anyway, yeah, so I do like Japanese stuff. So, in the culture, I try to watch, you know, TV shows still and try to keep up a little bit of the culture. But for the most part, I've been really enjoying Chinese dramas lately, though. But I've got 2 Japanese dramas I've been watching on TV. So yeah, I go back and forth. I like China. I like Asian culture. It's just so different than ours, especially Japanese. Everything is just like flipped flopped, and that just amazes me. It's just fascinates me to no end. Like their books are different, and you know the way they read is backwards from us. It's just crazy interesting. But anyway, it could be another separate video. I really love the paper in here. It is Tomoe River paper, and I'm finding I like the space. I do prefer kind of a little bit of a larger space for my weeks. yeah, I don't know if I need this much room for my to-dos. I'm really thinking about what's on my to-do lists lately, what I'm asking myself to do. I really want to trim it down and go off a master to-do list maybe and just really think about what I'm asking myself to do. And I think I already said that, but it's a thing in my head right now. So I've already planned, of course, the 31st to the 6th, and I really need to plan for this week. I didn't get a lot done last week. We had a lot of bad weather here, a lot of crazy schedule changes, and a party today, which was a lot of fun, but I had to run back home because it is raining like cats and dogs here, and my Cocoa Daisy box was out on my porch, and my mail carriers, I should say, they do not put it under my mat or put it in my door or anything, and my front porch doesn't have much coverage, I guess, for rain, and it was soaked when I got home to pick it up. And then luckily all the contents are dry on the inside, so lucked out. Any longer, I think it would have seeped into like all the papers and stuff, so whew, close call. So anyway, I love my Cocoa Daisy box. It's one of my favorite things in life, so I gotta have that. But yeah, so these are all Cocoa Daisy. Some of these are from the older kit, from that June kit that was Koi Fish. That was in 2022. I was actually in rings, personal rings for that month. I do remember all these. It's crazy how I remember. It's like I can't remember like special memories to save my life, but I can tell you what planner I was in 2022 in June. Oh my gosh, crazy. So anyway, I've kind of enjoyed really decorating these pages. The only thing is that these lines are so faint, and I don't mind like putting some marker lines on these to make them pop a little bit. I've seen other people do that on the YouTubes. They will use a Tombow marker. I tried to be a little matchy-matchy with the colors. But yeah, I mean, if I stay in here, I will probably do some Plan With Me's. And yeah, you hear me say if. I'm just testing this out right now. I don't know if I like it. And it's not like I don't love the common planner itself. It's just I don't know if I like it in this Traveler's Notebook. It's a beast. It really is. And it makes your other inserts, if you're going to use other inserts. I only have 2 other inserts in here plus a dashboard. But it does make it, you know, the hump when you go to write a little bit crazier. So I have something else I'm considering planning in, but man, I miss my list coming in and out, moving stuff around. And I'm still not sure how I feel about having like all these pages that I'm not using. Of course, I could use these for notes, you know, or I could back plan, but I don't know if I wanna. So I want what I want when I want it. So I'm not sure. So we'll see how this goes. I've only been in here like 3 days, so I do love this. I made a pencil board. I do love how this turned out with the bunnies. This is Easter week. So, and I still haven't like, you know, put everything down. So I gotta get a real ID. So I have gone ahead and put like all my appointments, post-its in here. I've thought about what I'm going to put in these back pages, maybe yearly tracker, passwords, or I thought about making a home binder for zone cleaning trackers. Not that I'm not really into trackers, to be honest, but I'm thinking, you know, I really should have a darn tracker and track what I'm doing in my house to clean it. I don't know, that's just what I feel like I need, but at the same time, I've never used it. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing in here. I don't have anything written in here yet, by the way, so it's all blank. And I have these are my trackers that I actually do use on a fairly consistent basis, although I've been using a different one. But I have a ring planner, not really set up, but maybe I have the trackers in there and I've been using those. So I haven't really been using these too much. But they are in here. I just want to see what it's like to have these just sitting in here. This is another dashboard I found on Pinterest. I'm not really in frame, am I? Ooh. Pinterest, and then I printed out, developed it from Walgreens, and then, you know, cut it up, popped it in here. I do have washi on the back of here, so it does slip around in this plastic cover. So the plastic cover, I don't mind the plastic cover, but it's just another thing that kind of adds bulk in here. But I do like the pockets. That kind of is nice to have stuff like, you know, tucked in here. That's kind of cool. You know, along with the leather pockets, kind of cool. And here is just, I put the Cocoa Daisy pocket. This is all Cocoa Daisy. This is my daily book. So this is a day on 2 in a Traveler's Company 002 insert. It's a True Traveler's Notebook Company with the graph. And this is what I've been using to write out my dailies. And I do kind of like having a day on 2. I'm going back and forth on this day on 2. I'm going to do another video on that because it warrants a whole video. This pencil board is so gorgeous though. I love, love, love these pink colors. I'm just sitting here looking at it going, oh, these are so pretty. This is not Cocoa Daisy. This is from, I used to belong to Sticky Japan Club, and they stopped doing subscriptions for a while. I don't know if they're doing it again. But I got these in one of their sub boxes. The rest is Cocoa Daisy. This and this and this and this. That's just a Post-it. But yeah, and I put an Avery tab on the top, and I don't really use this as a pencil board, but just as a page marker and to put like Post-its on. So, and I have another, I put Post-its everywhere in here because I'm thinking that might help me with my little list issue. I don't know yet how I feel about it, but it does lay fairly flat. I'm kind of digging that, which I didn't think it would. This is how I structure my day on 2. I just put washi at the top and then Tombow, matching Tombow at the top and bottom. I think I filmed half a setup of this, and I'll probably post it eventually. But these are stickers from 3 years apart, and I just have my dailies in here. I'm just flip through till today. And I haven't marked off anything for today, but most of this has happened. I actually even gave my cat a bath. Checked the mail. My poor cat has arthritis, and it's really hard for him sometimes to use the litter box. He doesn't always sit right in it, so poor little guy. He's on all kinds of meds for it, and it might be time that he unfortunately has to pass the Rainbow Bridge, unfortunately. But, you know, he is 18 years old. He's very old. So, sweet cat. Another Post-it here. And I just have a tip in here for the weekend. This is another thing I'm trying to do with lists. It's my husband's home with food, so I need to get this going. I have a J-drama I'm watching that doesn't come out, but like it's like on a schedule, so I got to put this on here so I can remember to check for it on Viki TV. And I just have Post-its and stuff in here, lots of Post-its. So, and it just goes through, I got random Post-its just everywhere. Yeah, I'm just trying to do the Post-it thing. So, and it just goes all the way through. I really like the feel of this notebook. I just don't know if I need this much space, and that's another topic for another video. My planning system and style is different in 2 different planners, and it's freaking me out. That is the whole reason why I'm having planner chaos, is my planner, my actual planner system. It's not actually the covers or the materials, it's the system. One system warrants day on 2, and I prefer it in the Traveler's Notebook. The other system warrants just a light task list, master task list, and it works better in rings or discs. It's freaking me out. So another video on that. But this goes all the way to you know, the 30th. If you get this notebook, you get enough space for 31 days. If it's a 30-day month with 30 days, I use the back page for May, the next month coming up, for to-dos and whatnot. And yeah, or if it's 31, I'll use this page for the next month. So it just depends on if there's 30 or 31 days. So this next one is just a dashboard. This is a Foxy Fix dashboard. They do not make these anymore. Foxy Fix is no longer in business, sadly. But I grabbed up a whole bunch of their dashboards when I jumped into this in 2020, and I just wanted to get tons of stuff for the narrow size. And they had all these lots of vinyls. They were just dumping because they were, you know, going out of business. So I grabbed like 2 of these. I also grabbed a bunch for personal ring and wide, Kaye size. So, but I got a ton for this because this is the size I was moving into at the time. And I'm like, I'm just gonna grab up a ton. So I have a ton of Foxy Fix dashboards. Kind of lucked out, but if I decide to hop out of this, I probably will sell my Foxy Fix dashboard. So I don't know yet. I don't know. This is the April book for Cocoa Daisy, and I use this for notes and meal planning. So this is my meal plan. It's really not that great. Today's the 5th, and we just got takeout, so we're out all day. And I still have to meal plan for next week. I have nothing. This was an accident. So, but it is Easter Sunday, so who knows what we're gonna have. Maybe I'll just go ahead and do this. This was supposed to be this week, but I messed up. Yeah, so I just use these for, I have an Amazon list. I need to buy a can opener. So in my rings, I do have this list somewhere else, and it's really hard to think about this being back here, but these are going to be for lists. And this is the back of the dashboard, and in here I just have a Taroko Shop pencil board with bows taped with some, this is like the medical fabric tape. I find this tape the best. Washi tape doesn't hold. Packing tape's too sticky. This is great. You do have to kind of rub off the metal after you take this off, but it's like the least residue with the most strength. I find. Yeah, and it doesn't look too bad because it's white and matches the board. Yeah. So that is my setup for April so far. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. If this drives me bananas, I'm going to turn this into a journal. I think it would make an excellent journal. Like a week in review, what happened, and, you know, maybe a gratitude on this for the days, and just maybe micro journaling, like what happened that day. I think that might be kind of cool. Just a blurb. So that might actually be what happens with this, if I decide to hop out of it and not plan and go back into rings or discs. So, because I don't think I need this much space anymore. This girl is heavy. I don't know if I'm going to be picking it up. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes this next week and how I feel about it. But man, it is such a nice dreamy planner though. Ugh, and I do love this leather, and I do love this sterling ink. It's very nice. I mean, I do love this setup. I just don't know how functional it is for me yet, and if I want to change my mind on my style. So we'll see how it goes. I hope you guys have your April setup going. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think of your setup and just whatever you want to say. Let me know. How's it going? All right, I will see you guys in the next video.